Hello, my name is Andy. You hopefully have seen our video on setting up and using a single Falcon unit. If not, please have a look at that first. A Falcon unit is a single modular unit that can each take one column. These units, however, can be used in series or in parallel. The difference in setup of a series or parallel setup for two or more Falcons is only in the external connections. A parallel Falcon setup is used to trial different scavengers under the same conditions. This approach is usually carried out when the level of metal is very low and it is not feasible to carry out a full phase program. For a parallel Falcon setup, the feed is split and connected directly to the inlet of all Falcon units simultaneously. The outlet of each column is sampled separately to monitor the metal removal, the sample ports. The pump should provide sufficient flow for the parallel units. The diaphragm valves must be used to control the flow so that all of the systems have a similar flow rate as measured in the flow meter. An example of 3 Falcons in parallel is now demonstrated. The inlet is connected to all 3 units. The outlet of each column has an optional sample port. The effluent can either be connected together or, as in this case, to separate receivers, and the drain is connected together. Series Falcon setup is used to mimic the final installation where the second, or lag column, polishes the effluent from the first column and allows the first column to be pushed to saturation, where the influent and effluent metal contents are the same. For a series of Falcon setup, the feed is connected to the inlet of the first Falcon, and the effluent of the first Falcon is connected to the inlet influent of the second column. This continues for as many columns are used in the trial. In this case, we have 3 columns in series. We have included an optional sample port on the inlet to allow periodic sampling of the feed. The outlet of each Falcon can be sampled periodically to monitor the progress of the trial. When used in series, all Falcons operate at the same flow rate, with either the pump or the first Falcon diaphragm valve controlling the flow in the subsequent units. The main difference with a series Falcon unit is that the first column is drained either for sampling or replacing the column. The air that enters the column would pass through the second column when flow is restarted. This could affect column performance and it may add an airlock to the system. This is therefore recommended to add an air release valve between columns set up in series. The air release valves prevent the system becoming airlocked and the lag column being disturbed unnecessarily. This is the lead column with the feed entering the inlet. The outlet of the lead column connects to the inlet of the lag column. The lag column here is connected to a second lag column. The outlet of each column has a sample port with an air release between each pair of columns.